Hey everyone, Harmon here, and Haley. Um, so I wanted to do this video because, I was sick for like 3 weeks with strep throat, then sinus infection, then mastitis, and whatnot. So I'm a little slow on my videos. So here is one I really want to talk about, and it's Go for No. And a lot of you guys have heard this before, and I have a video on it that I recorded last year. And I just want to talk about it again and break it down a little bit. So, going for no will change your business. It truly will. And I say this because most people, um, they don't like hearing the word no. And I've said this time and time again. It's just like when your waitress comes and asks you, do you want more coffee? And you say, no, I'm good. That does not mean you're never going to have more coffee. It just means not right now, not yet. You know, they don't go and cry themselves to sleep because you told them no, they don't want more coffee. And it's the same concept with our business. Are you going to let one no stop you? Um, you know, you hear no and you let it discourage you. You let it break you down. And here's something I want you guys to think about. And I heard this analogy this morning. Okay, so Riley and I are at the grocery store, and toddlers, the grocery stores, imagine. And he was asking, "Mommy, can I have that tasty cake?" No, Rylan. "Mommy, can I have those chips?" No, Rylan. "Mommy, can I have that brownie?" No, Rylan. Then 10 seconds later, "Mommy, can I have that cookie?" Oh, fine, just one. Do you see what just happened there? Exactly. Rylan was persistent, and he kept asking, and he changed what he wanted, but he kept asking. He didn't give up, and he wasn't discouraged from hearing no, because he knew I would say yes eventually. It only took him asking 5 times, but I said yes. You see, it's the same thing for Go for No. And some people think if I hear one more no, I'm just going to quit. And they get all emotional and they assume that no means never. That it just no. Someone tells you no, it's like, oh no, oh, I'm not normally gonna. They said no. They said no. I'm just gonna quit. I give up. Well, here's a couple statistics for you on hearing the word no. Which, like I said, no does not mean never. It means not yet, not right now. 44% of people give up after they hear one no. 22% give up after they hear the second no. 14% give up after the third no. And then 12% give up after the fourth no. That means 92% of people give up before they hear the fifth no. And yet, the staggering statistic is 60% of people say yes after 4 times. So on the fifth time, they say yes. 60%. What does this mean to you? You just can't give up. Sorry guys, I have stuff going over here and it's distracting me. You just can't give up. Okay? You just keep following up every Friday, every other Friday. Keep a list. Okay? Keep a list. This is this week. Keep a list. You can keep following up. Like for me, I'm gonna probably start waiting like the week of, October 12th to whatever. And that way like I can just switch out. And if they sign up, I'll just cross them out. But keep going. Why do you think people on the top, like, what do you think is the difference between you and top income earners? Persistence. They go for no. They follow up over and over and over again. And when they hear one no, they're not gonna go cry and say I give up. They're gonna be like, okay, they're not right now. I'll follow up with them later. Let's go to the next person. That's just how it works. They're constantly getting new blood. They're constantly following up, and they're not letting no discourage them. They're going for no. Um, you have to work out. You have to work hard and work consistently so that these statistics pan out in your pan out for you. Because if you do all that work, you follow up 4 times, and then you're like, oh my god, I give up, I quit. That fifth time, that random person is going to talk to them, and guess what? They're going to sign up on the spot because you did all the hard work for them. So when you have someone, you keep following up until they say, leave me alone, pretty much. Because I know so many people in this business who have joined underneath me who told me no over and over and over again. And look who they are. They're on my team or they're my customers. You know? So go for no. They aren't, hold on. Okay. Top leaders are not avoiding the word no. They're seeking it. So what that means is they are going for no. They're setting a number. Maybe it's daily, weekly, monthly. That they want to hit that many no's. So they'll keep talking to people until they get that many no's. And that's a good way to think about it and a good way to work your business because they don't assume, who they ask. So they don't assume that you don't want the product. They don't assume someone doesn't want the product. They don't assume that the working mother across the street driving a BMW doesn't want to hear about the business opportunity. They do not take the opportunity away from somebody. So they don't assume that they don't want to hear it or that they don't want the products. They make no assumptions. So they go for no because maybe in their head they're prejudging, thinking there's no way in heck this well-off working mother would want to hear about the products of the business, but you never know. So in their head, they're going for no, and they're going to approach the mother with the opportunity or the products or both, and that's how they're going to go for no. And maybe that person is going to be their rock star. You never know unless you go for no. Don't make assumptions. Don't prejudge. You have to ask. You have to make the attempt. There are things that I wrote down on the side that I wanted to read off real quick. I do not want to take up too much of your guys' time. Set no goals. I already talked about this briefly, but set a goal for, let's say, 10 no's this week or 10 no's today, whatever, or 100 no's this month. Set the number. When you set a no goal, you focus on your activity. You don't focus on yesing, because when you're focused on yes goals, like signing up for loyal customers or whatever, you're prejudging every single person that you're approaching. Whether you realize it or not, you are making assumptions and you are prejudging. You're not going for no. So when you set a no goal, you're focused on your activity and your behavior rather than prejudging and just trying to get the person as a yes. Oh, that makes sense. So, and when you're doing this, and you're living strictly for yes, you're living in a cloud, okay? You are just prejudging everyone, whether you realize it or not. And what you also want to do is when you're going for no, is you please stay off the emotional roller coaster, okay? Don't feel bad for yourself, okay? A lot of people think I'm a failure, blah, blah, blah. No, you're not. Failure and success go hand in hand. People have failed their way to the top because failures yield success too. You learn from failure, and having no over again will still lead to success. And a lot of people are just so discouraged by failure and no. They think it's an isolated thing, but it's really not. So stop assuming, and if you fail, you can still succeed. There's so many people who maybe in your eyes would have failed, but they're at the top now because they kept going, they kept failing, and therefore they kept succeeding because they let those statistics pan out. Does that make sense? Start thinking and feeling different about the word no. Don't degrade yourself and think that that you're not worthy or whatever. When you get let's say you set a goal, and let's say you hit those notes, celebrate that. Be like, yes, you know why? Because that means you're working your business. That means you've talked to how many people to get that many no's. And then you can still put them on this. You can make a no sheet and follow up with them every week and just change your blitz follow up. And when you hit that goal, that no, you need to realize that how many people you've exposed your business to by going for no. And think about the confidence boost you're going to get. And then when your confidence is boosted, people are attracted to you. And when people are attracted to you, things will start happening because they're going to see that enthusiasm, see the change in you. So go for no, guys, and never quit. No matter what, do not give up on yourself. Go for no. Set a goal and be confident, feel good, and just rock it. I love you guys.